When it comes to everything I do online, I'm just a poor schmo. I just operate via a mobile device, iPhone, and that's pretty much how I've always operated everything that I do online. Back in the day, when I first started out, it was a BlackBerry device, and as I say now, it's in the modern incarnation, it's an iPhone. I've gone through two different iPhones in the course of my tenure, and I don't know, something recently struck me watching so many of these other videos, so many of these other commentators, and they work off of PCs, or they work off of laptops and all that kind of stuff, and they have like blue screens or green screens that they can edit and put backgrounds in, and they fancy schmanцily edit their video content, and I'm just a poor schmo sitting in front of a phone talking. For the longest time, I felt like there's so much more I could offer if I only had the means. And that's kind of playing into one of my last videos that I live streamed. I was ranting out of frustration, talking about how I wish I just had support like all of these other channels, my contemporaries on YouTube, that have these outpourings from viewers who pump out money monthly and support these content creators, and how badly I wish I had something like that. Now I do have to give my thanks to several people who have come out of the woodwork and have time and time again given me a little boost and helped me out, given me a helping hand. The most notable of which recently is Aaron, in case he watches this video. Just absolutely, every little bit of generosity he pointed my way was a shock and a surprise, and just really means the world to me. And I kind of wish I could figure out what it is that I'm missing in order to be able to do that on a grander scale, because there's so much more I wish I could do. You have channels that are like dedicated gaming channels, you have channels that are commentators like me who get into gaming. I would love to have a PS4 and be able to have like a PC setup where I could be gaming and chatting and talking about Star Trek while playing Kingdom Hearts 3 and all this grand spectacular stuff that all these other people are doing. And it's never going to be possible for me, because if you've watched that last video that I live stream recorded venting my frustration, you know that my sis and I, because of disabilities, because of our financial predicament, we can barely survive. We can barely have food every month, let alone actually go into something grandiose on an internet social media scale, like all of that, other kind of stuff, gaming and doing these more elaborate commentary laden videos. I mean, I can certainly script videos, and I could certainly edit together something a bit more spectacular than just sitting in front of a phone and recording myself as I'm doing now while I'm walking around my room, pacing my room. Because I've done it before. I used to script videos back when I had the BlackBerry, and the only thing that was really stopping me was just a lack of the technical capability. But I was praised for it. I actually went through all of the rounds of a reviewers contest, and I actually succeeded. I won. And it was because of all the heart that I tried to pour into what I could accomplish, even with the, stone knives and bearskins level tech that I was doing it with. And I can't, conceive of just the wonders I could probably create, the things I could probably try to do if I had the kind of money some of these people have. I know some people work for a living. I know they make a lot of money and everything like that. And I don't know what it is that spells out the divide for a content creator like me, with all of these other content creators that have these people who will just pump out their hard-earned dollars to support them. I don't know what it is, what I'm missing necessarily, in order to ask for that, or be deigned that, and give me sort of a leg up to be able to do something on that kind of scale. It's definitely an aspiration of mine. Yes, I'm a writer by passion, and but for a long time I put my writing on sort of the back burner to do this YouTube thing, and I've been doing this for since 2011, so I'm going on 9 years. And just to varying degrees of a very low level of success. And so I think to myself, all the things that I wish I could be doing. I have a table set up in my room over here with crap all over it, and I'm thinking I could easily have a PC setup and a gaming setup and you know, wires across the floor of my room and everything like that, and I could easily be doing the kinds of stuff you see other channels doing, whether more elaborate video editing, whether more elaborate on camera, you know, personage, like as I say, with like a background or whatever, swap out different backgrounds. One week I'm in Jurassic Park, the next week I'm in space, I'm on the Death Star, whatever it is, and doing these kinds of videos. It might actually allow me more time to script and put in more effort of editing and that kind of thing. And again, as I say, I would love to be playing video games. I haven't played a video game, a new video game, since I've been on YouTube, since probably 10 years now, is probably how far back it goes. That the last modern console I had, a PS3, went Y-Lodge, suffered the yellow light of death, and that was it. And so forevermore, it's only ever been my old N64, my old Sega Genesis, or my PS2, which thankfully is still with us as of the time of this recording, that I've been playing old PS2 and PS1 games on, the old Final Fantasies, Metal Gear Solid, GTA San Andreas, and things like that, and all those old N64 Genesis games. And that's about all I can do. And it brings up that lament where I wish I had a modern console. I wish I had the funds for these modern games. I wish I could turn it into like a gaming channel thing alongside my commentaries and reviews and discussions. And it would be time consuming, I know, but I wouldn't dedicate all my time to that, just enough to be entertaining, to have a conversation back and forth, to be able to commingle with people who are playing these games and have a passion like I do for them, even though I haven't been able to play games in the last decade. You know, I mean, the Arkham games, the Portal games, and on and on and on. GTA Beyond San Andreas, you know, Final Fantasy 15 and 13 and all its spin-off incarnations. There's so much I wish I could have done and wish I could do. And I don't think it's ever going to be. I don't think it's ever going to be possible. I don't know how to make it possible, but I don't think it's ever going to come to pass unless I get a winning lottery ticket or somebody who enjoys my content, who just happens to be really well off, decides to give me a PayPal contribution, the likes of which I've never imagined would be possible, and thus making that kind of thing possible. So just another little brief rant on this channel, pacing my room, frustrated. Just, it's really hard to even come on and talk about this when, like I say, my sis and I, we were actually given, due to the emergency situation of the government shutdown, 2 months worth of our food stamps or SNAP benefits back to back. And unfortunately, because of the way those are so fleeting, we've gone through February's and March's funds. And so all of February and probably March, we don't really know what we're going to do. We're going to barely get through the month, and hopefully we're going to survive. Hopefully the food pantries will remain open, and the government will open back up, and hopefully there won't be another shutdown to make it even worse. But I mean, that's the kind of thing we're facing. And I'm frustrated that, I don't have Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't have a PS4. I can't play it. I would love to be able to be online and having a gaming channel and talking about Star Trek Discovery while I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3. And it's nonsense. I am somebody who believes in hope. I'm somebody who believes in reaching for the stars and holding on to your dreams and trying to fulfill those dreams. But I'm also at the bottommost rung of the bottommost foundation, under the bottommost barrel when it comes to anything, even remotely financially related to any of this. So I don't know why I'm bothering to hope and dream and wish that any of these things were actually possible.